Welcome back to your English class. Today I'll be starting a new chapter, If I Were You. In fact, it is a play written by Douglas James. The main characters of this play is Gerard and the second one is the intruder. So without wasting much time, let's begin the play. Scene 1. A small cottage interior. There is an entrance back, right. Another door to the left must be a practical door. The furniture is simple, consisting of a small table towards the left, a chair or two, and a divan rather upstage on the right. On the table is a telephone. When the curtain rises, Gerard is standing by the table making a phone call. He is of medium height and wearing horn-rimmed glasses. He is dressed in a lounge suit and a grey coat. His voice is cultured.
Well, tell him to phone up directly. I must know. Yes, I expect I'll still be here, but you mustn't count on that. In about 10 minutes' time, write her goodbye.
He puts down the phone and goes to the divan on the left, where there is a travelling bag, and starts packing. While he is thus engaged, another man, similar in build to Gerard, enters from the right silently, revolver in hand. He is flashily dressed in an overcoat and a soft hat. He bumps accidentally against the table, and at that sound, Gerard turns quickly.
Why, this is a surprise, mister.
I'm glad you're pleased to see me. I don't think you'll be pleased for long. Put those paws up.
This is all very melodramatic, not very original, perhaps, but...
Trying to be calm and...
nonchalant in your words, I think.
Thanks a lot. You'll soon stop being smart. I'll make you crawl. I want to know a few things. See.
Anything you like. I know all the answers, but before I begin, I should like to change my position. You may be comfortable, but I am not.
Sit down there. I'm no funny business.
Motions to the chair and seats himself on the divan by the bag.
Now then, we'll have a nice talk about yourself.
At last, a sympathetic audience. I'll tell you the story of my life. How, as a child, I was stolen by the gypsies and, why, at the age of 32, I find myself in my lonely Essex cottage, and how.
Keep it to yourself and just answer my question. You live here alone. Well, do you?
I'm sorry. I thought you were telling me, not asking me. A question of inflection. Your voice is unfamiliar.
Do you live here alone?
And if I don't answer?
You have got enough sense not to get hurt. Never mind my name. I like yours better, Mr. Gerard. What are your Christian names?
Vincent Charles.
Do you run a car?
No.
That's a lie. You are not dealing with a fool. I am as smart as you and smarter. And I know you run a car. Better be careful, wise guy.
Are you American? Or is it merely a clever imitation?
Listen, this gun is no toy. I can hurt you without killing you and still get my answers.
Of course, if you put it like that, I'd be glad to assist you. I do possess a car and it's in the garage round the corner.
That's better. Do people often come out here?
Very rarely. Surprisingly, few people take the trouble to visit me. There's the baker and the greengrocer, and of course, and then there's the milkman. Quite charming, but no one so interesting as yourself.
I happen to know that you never see the tradespeople.
You seem to have taken a considerable amount of trouble. Since you know so much about me, won't you say something about yourself? You have been so modest.
I could tell you plenty. You think you're smart? But I'm the top of the class round here. I've got brains and I use them. That's how I've got where I have.
And where precisely have you got? It did require a great brain to break into my little cottage.
When you know why I have broken into your little cottage, you'll be surprised. And it won't be a pleasant surprise.
With your figuring so largely in it, that is understandable. By the way, what particular line of crime do you embrace, or aren't you a specialist?
My specialty is jewel robbery. Your car will do me a treat. It's certainly a dandy bus.
I'm afraid jewels are few and far between in the wilds of Essex.
So are the cops. I can retire here nicely for a little while.
You mean to live with me? A trifle sudden, isn't it? You've not been invited.
You won't be here long, so I didn't trouble to ask.
What do you mean?
This is going to be a big surprise. I'm going to kill you.
A little harsh, isn't it?
Yeah, I'll be sorry to do it. I've taken a fancy to you, but it's just got to be done.
Why add murder to other crimes? It's a grave step you are taking.
I'm not taking it for fun. I've been hunted long enough. I'm wanted for murder already, and they can't hang me twice.
You are planning a gratuitous double, so to speak. Admitted you have nothing to lose. But what have you to gain?
I have got freedom to gain. As for myself, I'm a poor hunted rat. As Vincent Charles Gerard, I'm free to go to places and do nothing. I can eat well and sleep, and without having to be ready to beat it at the sight of a cop.
In most melodramas, the villain is foolish enough to delay his killing long enough to be frustrated. You are much luckier.
I'm okay. I've got a reason for everything. I'm going to be Vincent Charles Gerard. See, I've got to know what he talks like. Now I know the posh stuff comes easy. This is Mr. V.C. Gerard speaking. And that's not all. Now take a look at me.
You are not particularly decorative.
No. Well, that goes for you too. I have only got to wear specs, and I'll be enough like you to get away with it.
What about your clothes? They will let you down if you are not careful.
That will be all right. Yours will fit me fine.
That is extremely interesting, but you seem to miss the point of my remark. I said you are luckier than most melodramatic villains. It was not a tribute to your intelligence. You won't kill me for a very good reason.
So, that's what you think.
You will let me go, and thank God you didn't shoot sooner.
Come on, what's on your mind? Better be quick. This conversation bores me.
Your idea is to elude the police by killing me and taking on my identity?
Yes, I like the idea.
But are you sure it's going to help you?
Now, listen here. I've got this all planned. I did a job in town. Things went wrong and I killed a cop. Since then, I have done nothing but dodge.
And this is where dodging has brought you?
It brought me to Aylesbury. That's where I saw you in that car. 2 other people saw you and started to talk. I listened bit queer, kind of a mystery man.
A mystery which I propose to explain.
Your phone, your orders, and sometimes you go away suddenly and come back just the same. Those are just the things I want to do. Hearing about you was one of my luckiest breaks.
Apparently, you haven't the intelligence to ask why I am invested in this cloak of mystery.
Preparing to shoot.
As I said earlier, this conversation bores me.
Don't be a fool. If you shoot, you'll hang for sure. If not as yourself, then as Vincent Charles Gerard.
What is this?
This is your big surprise. I said you wouldn't kill me, and I was right. Why do you think I'm here today and gone tomorrow? Never see tradespeople. You say my habits would suit you. You are a crook. Do you think I'm a Sunday school teacher? The game's up as far as I'm concerned. Things went wrong with me. I said it with bullets and got away. Unfortunately, they got one of my men and found things the fool should have burned. Tonight I'm expecting trouble. My bag's packed, ready to clear off. There it is.
It's a bag, all right. And this is a gun, all right. What's all this?
This is a disguise outfit, false mustaches and whatnot. Now, do you believe me?
I don't know.
For God's sake, clear that muddled head of yours and let's go. Come with me in my car. I can use you. If you find it's a frame, you have got me in the car and you have still got your gun.
Maybe you're right.
Then don't waste time.
Careful, boss. I'm watching you.
I have got a man posted on the main road. He'll ring up if he sees the police. But I don't want to leave.
Telephone bell rings.
Come on, they're after us. Through here, straight to the garage.
How do I know that you are telling the truth?
Oh, don't be a fool. Look for yourself.
Gerard opens door and steps away. Intruder leans forward to inspect it with his side towards Gerard, but with the revolver ready. As he turns his head, Gerard gives him a push into the cupboard, knocking the revolver out of his hand. He slams the door and locks it, picks up the revolver and goes to the phone where he stands with the gun pointed at the cupboard.
Let me out of here.
Hello? Yes, speaking. Sorry, I can't let you have the props in time for rehearsal. I have had a spot of bother. Quite amusing. I think I'll put it in my next play. Listen, can you tell our friend, the sergeant, to come up here at once? You'll probably find him in the public bar.
Well, students, the moral of this play is one needs to act in an intelligent way at the time of crisis. In fact, one needs to be bold. So, with this, we come to the end of today's lesson. Stay home, stay safe, and stay blessed.